Happy weekend, friends. Okay, I was on my route this morning and I was listening to some podcasts because I think it's the perfect opportunity anytime you're in the car to kind of absorb a little bit of personal development, positivity. If you're not taking in positivity, it's really easy to allow just all your normal natural thoughts to take over, right? So I listened to a couple podcasts that were terrific and I had a couple nuggets that I want to share in here with you guys. But first of all, it's a Saturday, which means tomorrow is Sunday, and then it's a brand new, fresh week. So how are you setting yourself up for success? How are you going to reframe this past week? What are you going to take from it? Take a couple minutes, the rest of the weekend, whatever, and just be objective about where you're at with your journey. Are you getting momentum? Are you feeling proud? Are you seeing results? Are you getting one step closer to that version of yourself you want to be? Okay, so Beachbody On Demand, I love it. Not all of you have it, and that's totally fine. You don't have to have it in order to participate in this group. This group is about you winning at your life. This group is about you taking ownership of where you're at in your journey. Nutrition, mindset, physical fitness, like all the things. It's not one thing or another. It's everything, right? You taking responsibility for that, and then you rerouting and you rewiring the thoughts you're having if they're not serving you. So I'm challenging you as you go into a new week. If you have these tools already, you have BOD, you have Shakeology, you have Energize, whatever, the nutrition programs, I want you, instead of thinking of it as something you have to do, instead, these are a solution. That is why I'm a coach. That's why I have partnered with Beachbody. I'm not a Beachbody pimp, okay? I could leave Beachbody and go and do anything else. I could create my own thing. Before I did this, I taught classes. I could totally do that. But I love Beachbody. I love these products and these programs. And I know that when I trust the process, if you go look at my stories, you can see my own transformation just in trusting my body, trusting the process, trusting my own strength, okay? So I'm sharing with you a solution. And it's not just a solution to lose weight, to get fit fast. It's none of that. It's a solution for more patience. It's a solution for a better life. It is a solution for you to feel good in your skin. It is a solution for you to reprioritize what actually matters. It is a solution that can create income in your life, that could create more freedom of time. It is a solution to make you a more patient freaking human and a parent. That is what this is. They're solutions, but they don't work unless you actually figure out how this fits into your life. And I'm not saying you need to do all or nothing. You need to go. I'm not going to give you some like really strict roadmap. I'm going to give you some loose instructions because this is your transformation. This is your journey. You get to be the one to figure out how this works for you. You get to be the one that will fail along the way. And I want you to reframe failure, because failure, you have to fail in order to grow. You have to fail in order to succeed. You have to fail at some point to figure out how this will work for you. There's nothing wrong with failure. There's nothing wrong with this number on the scale going up that's just freaking data that shows you information. The other part of this, I was listening to Micah Folsom's podcast, and she was talking about how, I talked about it in my stories too, about how stress is actually something that we can reframe in our minds as something that is working for us. Okay, so I'm not saying you need to seek out stress. I'm not even telling you to stay on your hamster wheel and to hustle and all those things. All of that is bad, okay? None of that it's all no bueno, and it will create a cortisol reaction in your body. So if you've been doing this, if you've been all in, and you're not seeing results, it's because you're stressed the F out. And when you are stressed the F out, your body is not going to be able to lose weight. It just won't. So if you are stressing yourself out too much with workouts, if you're stressing yourself too much out about what you're eating, if you're creating stress around that, you are your own freaking roadblock. But if you have other stressors, environmental stressors, emotional stressors, like I suffer from anxiety. If you continue to put yourself in that situation and you don't start to take note and pay attention and reframe how you are showing up to that, how you're reacting to it, you're putting yourself on a very, very no bueno trajectory. Okay. So the podcast I listened to, she was interviewing some yoga person, and she was saying how the same thing that Brianna has told me time and time again about how fear and excited are the same emotion. They fire the same physical things in our body and our brain, the same hormone spikes, fear and excitement, but it's the filter. It's this could be really good, or oh shit, this could be really bad, right? So I remind myself of that because I am a work in progress, that fear and excitement, scared and excited, anxious and anticipating, they're all the same thing. It's just a different prism. So something to think about. She also said that when we have a reaction in our body, when we have a reaction in our life to an experience or a thought or a situation, to just be aware of it, to take note of it, to be open to what it actually means, okay? Be open to it. Take some time to think about it or journal about it, and then pay attention to it. Kind of like we would pay attention to a sick kid in our family or a friend. Like, I don't think we pay attention to ourselves enough. I don't think we pay attention to our bodies enough. And I'm not talking about the body you're putting in a bathing suit, the body you're going to the pool with, the body you're going through life with. I'm talking about this epic and amazing body that carries you through life, that allows you to live, that has carried and made babies, that has done all these other things, and yet we're so quick to criticize it. We're so quick to think it needs to be this fast 21-day, 30-day transformation. That's not what this is, okay? So, a couple things for you to think about. I'm offering you a solution. Whether or not you choose to plug in, that's on you. And if you're going to keep staying in this space of this is too hard or I just can't get there, it's kind of a victim mentality. And you, my friend, are not a victim. You're a freaking conqueror. You can do epic and amazing things, which starts with you changing the way you're talking about yourself to yourself. Do the gratitude work. Work on the affirmations. Book the therapy. If you need to go on meds, then go on meds. There's no shame in any of that. There's no shame in being open and being aware of what is actually happening and then taking a new course of action. If what you have been doing isn't working, it's time to do something different. And if what you've been doing is being an ask-hole where you keep asking what you should do and then not following the plan, this is your perfect opportunity to say, you know what? I don't have belief. I don't trust myself, but I'm going to trust what Sarah says. I'm going to trust the plan. I'm going to commit to whatever feels right, because there's so many different programs, right? And then see it through and do the thing and take the action and be consistent. Commit to being consistent. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's okay if you fail. It's okay if you get behind. All of that is okay, right? What matters is that you just keep showing up. You just keep showing up. So those morsels really spoke to me today. I was like, I do not pay enough attention to my body. Oh, I pay plenty of attention to these jeans feel tight, or that looks good, or what does that number say, or how many of those yellows did I get? I pay plenty of attention to that. But why does my chest feel that way? Why is my breath so shallow? Why is this hard for me to do? Why is it hard to prioritize play or rest? Why do I have to pep talk myself into those things when they're the things that will serve me? It's just about becoming aware. It's just about recognizing what needs attention and then giving your space, honoring yourself enough to do the stuff, right? Right. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be yours. I believe in you 150%. I'm going to go dig into my inbox right now. If you've been an asshole, congratulations. Welcome to the club. We've all been there. We've all done it. We've all asked, what should we do? What do I need to do? We've all done that. And then not taken the action because it's scary or it's uncomfortable or you don't know how to begin. You begin by beginning. It's okay to mess up. It's okay if it's not perfect. It is okay if it's okay. Give yourself some grace to figure this out. Just be consistent in your willingness to show up and tackle every single day like it's a fresh start, because it is.